Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Acceleration Netcast. In today's episode, we are going to be creating some nice data bars. And before we create the nice data bars, we're going to create the okay data bars. And you'll be able to see the difference when we're all done. So to start off with, let's create those mediocre data bars. We've got some got our pivot table here. We've got years and months, and we've also got average sales for those. So we're going to go to data bars and just pull these data bars straight out of the can. And we're going to head over here. It's sort of dealer's choice if you want to apply these to all cells or just the month values. I'm going to do it to all, so it's going to shorten the netcast just a little bit, although that's going to depend on your situation. Okay, so now we've got our data bars, and this is okay. This is like serviceable, but if you'll notice as you're sort of scrolling up and down here, the numbers in the visualizations are fighting with each other for visual attention, and so it's actually kind of hard to see either one. So in a sense, like, neither are working particularly well. So you know, there's a couple of fixes. I'm going to do Control-Shift-Down arrow. I can do something like this where I align left, align middle, bring the font down, and make the font white. And that works pretty well until you get a bar that, for instance, sort of is really small, and then the numbers completely disappear. So it's not a perfect solution, but it looks okay. And if, you know, the bars are all about the same size, that'll work just fine. But I think I've got something just a little bit better. So I'm going to Control-Z a couple times to undo that, pretend like it never happened. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to my bin measures table. I'm going to grab the same exact measure, average sales, and drag another instance of it down there. Okay, now that I've got that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these values, but get rid of their, make them so that they're not actually displayed. So Excel can see them, but viewers cannot. There's a couple different ways to do this. I think the one that I've settled on, which is my favorite, is the most robust, I think, is just click on any of the cells, any of them here. Go over to Analyze, Field Settings. I'm going to drag this up here so you guys can see it. Go to Number Format. Head over to Custom. And for the custom number format, we're going to use our semicolon, 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 which is our way of telling Excel, don't show anything, no matter what the number is, or even if it's text, don't show anything. So I'm going to click OK, OK, and now they all disappear. Got this guy right here. I'm going to double click on this because we want to get rid of the label. If I try and just hit delete and hit OK, I'll get an error. See? Wasn't lying. You'll get this error. You can't have nothing. What you can have is a space, which will produce not an error, but something that's still not ideal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double click on it again, and instead of one space, I'm going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know, 18 or so. You know, pick a number. Doesn't really matter. And what that'll do is, so even though this looks blank, there's a bunch of spaces here, so it'll keep it from shrinking down when you whenever you repivot. All right, so we're most of the way there. Now I'm going to make sure that I've got one of these cells selected. Go to Home, Conditional Formatting, Data Bars, and click on that guy. And I'm going to show it for all of them. Boom. And now, for my decision makers, I've got these nice bars, so decision makers can sort of just, you know, glance through them and spot trends and you know, local min and local max and things like that. But if for some reason they need high precision numbers, those numbers are right there next to them. But they're not sort of fighting with each other for the visual attention of the viewer. All right, well, that's it for this time. I will see you next time.